So for a kind of more advanced setup, you're going to want to do something like this. This may not make any sense right now, but if I climb up here, you'll see my quarry is just over there. I deliberately put this here because what I can do here is, whereas if you just had the engines next to the quarry, you would have to actually take them up and move them to the next location. With this, I can leave this here, leave this place here, and then have these pipes sending the power to any quarry I like. So what I've done is I've just got the steam engines here and connected up to them wooden conductive pipes and then gold conductive pipes. To make a conductive pipe, all it is you just take a normal pipe and then put redstone on top of it like so, and that makes you a conductive pipe. So you do get stone conductive pipes, but I've decided to opt for gold conductive pipes. A little bit more expensive, but worth it. Because the thing is, stone conductive pipes lose 1% power every time, every block. So that would be like 100%, 99%, 98%, 97%, and then it ends up you can only have it 100 blocks long before it completely runs out of power. But these gold conductor pipes, they lose 0.01% of their power each time, so that equates to you can have 10,000 of them before they all go out of power. So that's why I'm using the gold ones instead, because they're much better. Unlike the normal gold ones, they don't actually need power. And then you could just have like a lever kind of like next to each one, like one in the middle there, one at the side there, and one at the side there to turn them all on. But I'll show this later at the very end. But like I have it set up so that I just press this one lever and they all turn on at the same time, and that's with like a lot of redstone stuff under the ground. And you can see there when I do turn it on, there's like a little blue line, and that's actually going into my quarry and powering it. So if I come up here, you can see over there the frames kind of started, but I've stopped it now because I want to better explain this. So not only does it have it so I can take these gold pipes and send the power anywhere, I have it so it automatically refills itself. What I mean by that is if I open this one up here, you can see I have 63 coal in it. This chest here, I have basically a bunch of coal. I all made it in the condenser and I had to use up 8 of my dimes to get all this, but that's like how I got it all. And then if I pull this lever, what this redstone engine does is it takes it all out and then slowly but surely sends the coal round here and into these engines. Fortunately, because they're engines, if they're full, the coal won't go into them. It will just bypass them and keep going right round and back into the chest. So I could have this chest like full of coal, but it's not necessary. Basically, the quarry will finish what it's doing before this chest runs out of coal, so that should be all I need. And it just makes sure that these engines are constantly filled. I don't have to maintain them. The only time I'm ever going to have to come back to this is when the quarry's finished, and then I can put some more coal in and just move it to the next location. And from this, because they're gold conductor pipes, I can have 2 quarries running at the one time. And the thing is, like, I told you to get 2 engines. The way I've set it up here is I can have all 4 engines, but put it into the one slot, so it's not really seen. So I'll turn this on, and again, I'll explain this kind of redstone thing later. Have it all going at the one time, so that's all working. And you can see here, this chest had 63 in it. It's still got 63 in it. No coal's decided to go into it yet, but it will. Maybe now, maybe not. Maybe not. It will eventually go in. I'm not actually sure. There, a bit of coal went in there, and as you can see, it's went up to 64. But if all the engines are full, it will just bypass it. I do have these iron pipes here just in case anything decides to backtrack. But the thing is, even if it does backtrack, it's just going back into that chest, so it doesn't actually matter. You don't actually need the iron pipes, but I've just got them there in case. So yeah, and as you can see, 64 in that one, 64 in that one, 63 in that one, but I'm pretty sure coal is just about to go into it. Yep. And then 64 in that one. So this will actually speed up and go a lot faster. This is it going at its slowest, and it will just keep sending the coal round and round in circles, and then anytime an engine needs coal, it will put it into it. So that is a good thing to have, because it makes sure you never have to refuel your engines, and it makes it that you can power all your quarries from this one place. You don't have to move the engines about. You can keep them all here and just have these gold conductor pipes powering your quarry. So if I come up here, you can see the quarry's been going for a while now, and it's just building this frame. Once it's built the entire frame, it will start digging down the way. Now you can see here, it's going quite slow. It's not amazingly fast. It actually looks as if it's stopped, which isn't good. I think it's just like kind of building up the way right now. There, it started again. I hope that's not it going at its full speed. See, it's not going amazingly quick. That's just because it's steam engines. It would be better if I had a combustion engine. It would go a lot quicker. But that's something we'll get to in later videos. Steam engines will do you now. So, last of all, so you can just kind of set something up like this. I'll just kind of do like a pan around so you can see how it's all kind of set up, and you can like just watch this back and see for yourself like kind of how to do it. And then, as I said, I've just got the conductor pipes going up here and into the bottom of the quarry. So that's everything. If you're wanting to know how to set something up, simple redstone contraption so that all engines go on at the one time, I can now show you that. But of course, that's like, if you didn't have that, all you need to do is put like a switch there, and a switch there, and just turn them all on. But I like to have it so it's just the one switch. Anyway, again, if you don't want to learn how to do the redstone thing, that's you, you can go. But if you want to learn how to do that, stick around. So I feel it's better to explain just what I've done rather than why I've done it. Basically, there's a lot of stuff, signals getting inverted so that engines can be powered and stuff. Basically, all you're going to want to do is put the lever there, have some redstone underneath, then have it coming out like this. This is if you've got a setup like mine, if you're just opting for a setup just like mine with the 4 engines like that. So yeah, redstone like this. A block with redstone torches on it either side, and then redstone, you do need this block down. You need to put this block down and have 2 redstone going there, and then a block with a redstone torch on top. And then same here, redstone torch, and then this is the important bit. This is the block here with a redstone torch. So I'll better show that again. Again, the redstone's there, the block with the torch, and then one redstone dust, and then another block with the torch, and that's what's powering that engine. Basically, what happens is when I turn that lever off, that engine goes on, which sends a signal to that block and turns that torch off, which in turn turns the engine off. I could power the block the engine was on, but then that means I would have to, like, it would all be exposed and stuff, and I could see it, and I don't want to be able to see it. Basically, you can, with red power, you can get it so you can get wires that go up the walls, but I've been dying to go into red power for ages now, but I think I want to do that later, because I want to do that as like kind of a whole. I don't want to do one thing at a time. And it's just getting around to it. So I'll definitely be doing that later. Red power is something I want to get into. But anyway, the only other way you can send a signal up is by using this sort of inverted redstone torch method. Anyway, so that's on that side. It's the exact same on this side, just like the redstone, the block with the torch, and then there. Again, once off, that torch will go on, because power will stop going into it. That torch will go on, which will make that one go off. And then here, straight down the middle, I've just got the signal going into this block, and then the signal going straight up. Once that redstone torch is on, it will power that block, which will turn that redstone torch off. Once the power is off, because no power will be going into that, and once the power is off, that torch will be free to go on, which will turn that one off. People who don't know a lot about redstone, that might not make a lot of sense and be very confusing, but I'm sure people who like kind of get redstone know what I'm talking about ish. It's redstone, basic redstone, Minecraft redstone is really hard to explain because it's just like you have to invert a bunch of stuff. I can't wait to get red power up because I literally could just have a cable there going into all 3 engines, and that would be it. Because I can put it up the walls and whatever I like, and I can have it all underground so it can't be seen. Yeah, if that makes sense to you, that's what you can do to have all 4 engines powering at once. You might not want that. You might just want a lever here, a lever here, and a lever here. But I think it looks quite cool to have just a lever in the middle and then flick it and all of them go on. And if I turn this off for just a second, you can see no power is going into the torches now. The torches have turned on and then turned all these torches off. So you can do that if you want to. You don't have to, but I think it really helps. that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.